So, just like as we do, like we gotta introduce who we are because we're the important ones, and that's why people are watching.
So who are you? Yeah.
Who knows?
Who are you? So
All
who
at
are
once.
you now, and who do you want to become? Please.
Hey, it's me, Ivan, the carpenter from TikTok. I call myself the framing daddy. I don't have kids, so it's just kind of like you are my children, and that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
With me is my buddy Eric.
Hi, I'm Eric. I have nothing. No, I'm a psychology student and studying at university, and I work at a gym. Those are my two personality traits.
Eric and I first met when I moved to where we live now. I'm not going to say where because people get crazy and like to try to find people.
Mm-hmm.
We worked at a trampoline park. We just kind of like bonded really quick, and a few years later, we moved in together, and that was a fun experience.
Mm-hmm.
We used to create videos together, and now I do framing, and I don't jump on trampolines, and I build houses. Eric is in university, graduated.
No, not even close. I'm getting there, though. One step at a time.
We're going to start this podcast about just like kind of shooting the shit about like what's going on around us and how we're handling everything.
That's the opinion everyone needs to hear.
Yeah. No, that's just kind of the basis of a lot of podcasts now. The majority of the popular ones are very white men. So, you know, I feel like we stand a good chance. Nova Scotia, that's East Coast, right? Never eat.
It is East Coast, yeah. Vancouver's West Coast. Nova Scotia is East Coast.
My geography teacher was very vacant in classes. He would straight up get up and drive to Tim Hortons as soon as we started class. He would get himself a coffee. He would throw Survivor Man on, and then we would sit there for the entire 50 minutes of class, 55 minutes of class.
Yeah.
He rarely took attendance. He just kind of like, everyone's here except for this kid I don't like because she's a bitch. Like, that was kind of his logic.
Yeah.
But he was a very successful real estate agent in my hometown.
Oh, okay.
So he was just like, I'm just here because it gives me a tax write-off to be a teacher. It gives me more credibility to say that I'm a high school teacher and I sell houses.
Wow.
So he didn't teach me anything about geography. He didn't teach me anything about civics and careers. He actually got fired halfway through. So he taught me about careers because he's a real estate agent and they make a shit ton of money because they're just the goblins.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your background?
I am 7th generation Canadian, and the 8th generation is Central European. I am so white it hurts.
You're straight up a colonizer.
I am the colonizer. I think what we should do is we should start by being canceled, and I think that's great publicity.
It is.
And then from there, we can try to like dig ourselves out of the hole.
The more
and that's what the name of the
controversial
podcast
shit.
could be: digging ourselves out of the hole.
Because that's exactly what every white person had to do.
Getting
They
out of
were
the
all the
hole.
ones doing the labor, right? Get out of the
Oh
hole.
yeah. I've got a list. Would you like to hear?
Yes.
My list?
Wait, list of subtitles?
No, just lists of like podcast names with great subtitles.
Okay.
So here's my first one. Bible Boys, where Christ gets cool.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
Wedding Planters, what plants go well with your wedding. And I'm talking about, this isn't like an episode, this is the whole podcast.
The name of the podcast.
The name of the podcast.
So we're either very religious or very wedding oriented.
Oh, I've got like 30 of these.
This decides the entire path of where we go next.
Mass murders, why, how, and where you can commit your first. Sundays are for the toys, a BDSM podcast. Shocking stockings, Santa's little electricians. We will have to become electricians for that to be funny.
We don't have to get anything. We can just tamper with electronics and touch circuit boards.
You just come in like more jittery than the last time.
Yeah, what's that guy's name? On YouTube, the electrician. He plugs shit in. Like he made an electric guitar by stringing copper wire to a guitar,
Yeah.
and then he plugged it directly into an outlet, and then strung it, and it exploded in his hands. Everyone knows who I'm talking about. I don't know his name though. He's like something the electrician.
Milkshake Men, a double scoop of fun.
It's a lot of vanilla.
Pool hunters, looking for deep dives and smooth balls.
All right.
So what I did is I searched on YouTube, and I tried to find how 13-year-olds would title their videos. Here's a couple I found. Extra spicy challenge extreme level impossible.
All of the clickbait titles.
Number 1 Mighty Beans fan club, no legumes allowed. Do you remember the Mighty Beans? The classic
little toys.
90s. Yeah.
You get them from McDonald's and the McMeals.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Meals.
Happy. Did you forget McMeals?
The McMeals for kids.
I've got a lot more, but none of them are really funny, and that's okay. I've got 3 that might actually be okay.
Yeah, what are your contesters?
So the first one is Let's Get Interesting, our quest to become the most interesting people we know.
Okay.
Whether that leads us down a path of becoming interesting ourselves or killing all the people that we think
that are more interesting than us. The grab of title.
Purveyors of Passion.
Okay.
And then the Minter Project. Martin Dinter. That's the best I could do.
Minter.
Minter, M-I-N-T-R. MAPS.
Okay.
Is an acronym that stands for Minor Attracted Persons.
Hold up.
No.
Say that again. In real life.
MAPS, M-A-P.
Yes.
Stands for Minor Attracted Persons, which is a
You're walking a line. This is where you get canceled, Eric. Minors as in what? Minor as in attention to detail?
Children, having sex with children. So here's the podcast name. MAPS Enthusiasts, grooming children into cartographers.
No.
That works on so many levels. It works on too many levels. I don't think it would be very good. I don't think we would have a lot of episodes.
No. Cut it out, Ivan.
Well, I could say a bunch of stuff that you'd have to try to edit out, right? Like, what do you think your second wife's going to do? Like, what do you think her sport's going to be?
Her sport?
Yeah. For a second wife, like, I don't know, a Portuguese woman who's really into golf or something like that.
Super close Asian.
Absolutely. Okay. All right.
And I want to say volleyball.
Volleyball. Interesting.
Asian volleyball.
Is it because of the shorts or because she might be tall?
Definitely Asian volleyball.
Definitely Asian volleyball.
When do the shorts not work in volleyball? When was the last time you saw a volleyball of any kind, even men's, and you're just like,
yeah, I would definitely go on like a second date with most people who play volleyball. I'm thinking that my job in this whole thing is to convey you as much as possible, and you convey me as much as possible.
Convey
is in like to promote.
Okay.
In the sense of like we're really enthusiastic about each other, not in like a homosexual way.
Like a bros.
Like we're bros way. And we're just hanging out and we're just kind of vibing. But I think like a lot of our initial traction will come from your fans, because I have I have 3 fans.
I think whoever is just interested in understanding like how disorienting my brain process is will watch it. Because, like, a lot of people think I acted up for a lot of my TikToks. Like, you've known me for, like, 4 years now.
No, you have mental undiagnosed conditions.
And they're all right. I have not tried to do anything stupid to myself. I am where I am because I don't know where I am.
Isn't it fun to have a nemesis?
I dread the day I accidentally see them.
Yeah. I've seen them multiple times.
Where?
I worked at another gym, and they were a member there. And I saw them quite frequently. I know. But that was 3 years ago, and they definitely moved away. Slang is also slang for slang. Slang is small language. Slang.
Slang is slang for slang. That's fucking stupid.
We suck. We suck so hard.
You're welcome, guys.
I also don't know if it's... I don't know if slang is slang for small language, shortened language.
You nailed it.
Yeah.
I actually, speaking of Google, have not angered it, but offended it. It was giving me a hard time. It must have been like my internet or the way it was hearing me, but I was trying to get it to just stop or start music when I was in the like vicinity where it should have heard me.
Right.
But it would not listen over and over again, so I just started yelling, Google, you fucking stupid bitch, stop playing the radio. And it responded with, I'm still learning, I'm sorry. And it tried to like make me feel super guilty. And I was like, no, be better. You like, I'm just not taking this from you. I feel like I have an X-agent, like Wolverine healing factor.
Of course you do.
I am totally part of the X-Men in regards to how I heal. With the stuff that I eat, I shouldn't have the capability of functionality that I have.
With the stuff that you eat, you should be a 400-pound immobile monster.
And instead, I am an agile parkour framing machine.
You are the apex of evolution. Congratulations.
I like to think so. I like to think that if I procreate, I will continue the evolution of the next step of humanity.
Super cool.
And that is my ego. I accept it. That is just how it is. So we have pre-made trusses. Majority of framers in Canada have trusses that are already pre-made, sent to you by a factory, and they usually fuck them up pretty good. In this case, they were fine, but with these pre-made trusses, they have these metal plates called gang plates, gang nails, whatever you want to call them.
The corners kind of deal?
They hold the corners together as a fastener. So on the face of a gang plate, it's got rows of sharp serrated teeth. Mm-hmm. So when they lay down trusses and put that gang plate on top of it and they put a pressure roller on it, it stabs it into the wood, holding it together. Majority of the time, they're supposed to be at a certain dimension so they don't stick out, cause problems, cut people. This one was sticking out about 3 inches on an angle, sticking out of the truss.
3 inches is pretty big. It's
3
pretty
inches,
impressive.
3 inches is huge. I'm crawling up in this tiny cavity, and I go to I'm recording a video because
of course you are.
When am I not?
Yeah.
I need content, so I'm recording a video and I'm trying to hit this stupid block into a place where it needs to go, and my hard hat falls off because it's a super tight cavity. I don't have enough room, so I take my hard hat off, put it off in a corner. Yeah. I then, as I finish my job, I start sliding down the end part of the roof, and I'm like, oh, my hard hat, I forgot it. So I grab my hard hat and I just yank it back. Right. And the gang plate was right where my elbow ended up. So this serrated dual plate gripped my arm and and as soon as I felt it, I felt like the friction of skin just being like taken off my body. And I was like, that didn't hurt, and that is a problem. So I immediately looked down and it was just white. And I was like, uh-oh. Shit, that's deep. And I looked down at my boss. I was like, hey, it's happening. I did the thing. He's like, what? I was like, give me a second. I hopped down from the trusses, but from my momentum swinging my arms down on my landing caused the blood to flow. And I looked up back at my arm and it was just red.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but they're both healing up really good because I pick my scabs and that causes them to heal faster.
That's not how that works at all.
For you, maybe.
Yeah, for the rest of the world.
I also rub dirt in it to kind of clog it so it stops.
All right, that kind of helps.
I've never gotten an infection on a wound. I just leave it open. I don't use bandages. Modern medicine is helpful for everybody. Everyone should trust modern medicine. I have the placebo in my head that my body, if it cannot do it itself and heal, I am a lower class human.
All right. We can talk about how problematic that is one day.
Yeah, that's a big thing for me. It's like, I know women don't have the privilege of having many pockets on their pants. My ideal pair of pants has 2 cargo pockets on the side.
Yeah.
Has zipper pockets on the top.
Okay.
Has a hammer holster on the right side.
Okay.
Sorry, no. Yeah, on the right side.
Yeah.
And then a tape holder on the left. Because the amount of times in my life where I'm like, I can't move this thing or I can't pry something up. And I'm just like, if I had my tool belt, I could use these tools to just conveniently do something. Fashion is not a requirement in my life. I do it because function. But my ideal pair of pants has a hammer holster just in it or on the belt. Same with the tape measure, because the times that you're like, hey Ivan, can you help me move? That's always a good question you ask your friends. Like, can you help me move? And I'm like, all right, what are we moving? And they say, a couch. I'm like, how big is the door and how big is the couch? And they're like, we'll see when we get there. I'm like, no, you fucking do that now, because I am not getting there to be like, oh, she don't fit.
Why don't you? Oh my God. Why do you have so many things here? Tape measure.
I have a pocket tape measure for these reasons. So
I need numbers, people.
Give me exacts. I will tell you if we have room for it. The most efficient thing in the world is like snap-on buttons. Fuck shoelaces. I am not about that. That takes so much time in the morning to do up a pair of fucking shoes. If I want to sleep in an extra 5 minutes, I can't because I have to tie my goddamn shoes.
How are you not living that Velcro life?
Because Velcro wears out.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a future investment to continue to use it. Not regular, whole buttons.
Thread-through buttons.
No thread-through buttons. Snap-on, because that is super easy to just be like, done. Closed.
Yeah.
Fucking ready to go.
That painting of the bridge.
Yes.
Pull it off the wall. Yep, just pull it off.
Is there a gun on it?
Nope, just pull it off.
Velcro!
It's Velcro, bitches! Velcro, Velcro, Velcro. All of this is Velcroed on, so you can also, it's interchangeable.
I don't know how to Velcro. I don't I went to Home Depot twice in a day because I just wanted to go back to look at the tools.
Congratulations.
It's like depressed goth girl wanting to go back to the pound to look at all the dogs that you can't rescue to make herself sad. That is what I do to go look at tools. I'm like, I wish I had the money to get all these.
You're a proud dad who likes going back,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, I'll go back to those kids.
Just like my dad. You left and you're coming back. Why don't you throw on TikTok, like, hey, I'm looking for the perfect pair of pants. Can one of you bitches make one of it?
I need people who are angry around me.
Not
on the job site, though. I hate angry tradespeople.
I always ask 3 questions when Emma meets a new guy. Does he look weak? Is he skinny?
How big's his dick?
Can I take him in a fight? No, she shouldn't be able to see his dick until I approve. Like, I want to know, like, if I have to kill him, do I do it while he's awake or while he's asleep?
Right. What's your perfect pair of pants?
Perfect pair of pants? Fucking jeans, baby. Jeans all the way.
Like, no specific color, no. Like, loose, bell-bottom.
Like, maybe...
Any zippers?
Do you know how many pairs of pants I own?
3.
Yeah, 3. I own 3 pairs of pants. I own a black pair of pants that I wear to work. I wear these pants that are stained with, like, oil and shit. And then I have a pair of sweatpants with, like, a drawstring. Those are my 3 pants. What do you thrift? Talise?
Talise.
Yeah.
It's like the more bougie Value Village.
I don't know how picking up chicks works.
I feel like it's just muscle memory. A lot of my life is muscle memory.
What happens if you gotta learn something new?
If I have to learn something new,
Yeah.
it's a very tough process. That's why school sucked. Just trying to
We
think
need a name.
Yeah. I was driving home yesterday. It was probably close to like 6 or 7 p.m. And I was like, I could fucking climb a building right now.
Easily.
I had the urge to just hop out of the car on the country roads and climb a fucking church.
Cool.
I didn't.
Damn it.
Because I was like, cops usually come by here. They see me climbing a religious building when no one's there on a Saturday. They're going to be like, he's trying to steal the offering in there. Because people do that. They did that at my church. People used to break in all the time, be like, there's the box. And they try to pry it open. But those fucking idiots don't realize we send the money out so that no one comes to break in.
Right.
So what they ended up doing so that we wouldn't have damaged lock boxes for the offertory is they just left them open. So you didn't pry into it. You didn't have hammers break into it. So they just left it up and like, it's just sin. And then regret.
It's just sin and regret.
Just sin and regret. Do you know your 10 Commandments?
One of them is definitely about being sad about killing people.
Which one's that?
Thou shalt not kill.
Yeah, what number is that?
6.
What order? Nope.
2.
Nope.
Is it even?
Nope.
3.
5.
5.
Yeah.
Why wasn't that first?
Because God comes first. Number 3 is Sundays. Keep the Sabbath day holy.
Oh, keep the Sabbath.
You fucking moron!
You said Sundays. I thought ice cream. Can we go full circle? Because now we're talking. We can name the podcast Bible Boys, where Jesus gets cool. I think you should go through the education gambit of like, all right, this year we're Christians. Next year we're Buddhists. Next year
we're trying out all
year,
of them.
Go through
Ferris
all
wheel of
them.
fucking religions.
And then after the 15 years of like religious slog you go through, you get to the end of it, and they're like, I don't know. I think Jehovah's Witness was kind of cool.
Then they go up for adoption. That's how that goes.
And they're out of here.
Yeah, picked the wrong one. That's my failure. Sorry, God.
How would you fuck a bug?
Nope. A lot of edges. Morally, it's just wrong. I'm all right.
Would you do it like the Magic School Bus episode where there were a bunch of eggs and they got freaking jizzed on?
You can't fuck a bug.
How do bugs?
You can finish on an egg. But
yeah,
I
think that's how they do it.
That's how they do it, but physically, in human primate standards, you cannot insert anything into a bug.
I feel like you're not trying hard. Okay.
If you tried hard, I feel like you'd serrate your dick.
No, this is bug now big. Bug big now. Bug big enough for wiener now.
Bug no have juicy spot to stick wiener. Bug full of sharp plates.
But
bug is serrated.
How do bugs reproduce?
Like ducks. Yeah, hatch an egg. Not ducks. what do? You fertilize the egg. By fertilizing it, they hatch an egg, then they just on the egg, and then the egg is now fertilized.
How do beetles
Reproduce.
Oh, it's number 3 on the list.
Bugs fuck.
Oh my god. Adult beetles mate and the female lays eggs. Look at these bugs fucking. Bugs are fucking. You can get that bug puss if you try hard enough.
Those are like mealworm beetles, though.
Alright, you want more beetles? Boom, they're schmucking. Oh, you want ladybugs? I'll find some ladybug schmucking for you. Look at, he's leaning back. He's giving it all.
Those are June bugs.
We're all beetles here.
I don't
it's all
think-
beetles all the way down.
I don't think unless your dick is also plated, you cannot fuck a bug. A human-sized bug. There's no bussy on a bug.
I think there is probably a website out there where
You could rule
can find
42
your-
anything, but
34, but yeah.
34, yeah.
Is this like glasses that like don't work? Is this like a trend where like the glasses that
They're
don't have
just
the
glass.
They're just the frames. It's so infuriating because they take them off and I'm like, I can still see, and I take mine off and I'm like, I've got nothing. I think you should go through. There's a place down in Texas that does all of the testing, like blood work, ear, eye, nose, like all of the testing to make sure it gives you a perfect map of who you are, your genome, everything.
I almost want to refuse any kind of blood work because as soon as they tell me what's wrong with me, I will start believing that there's an issue, and that's when cancer says, hey, he's vulnerable. And it attacks me. Oh, my life is literally based on placebos. If I believe...
Oh, this is every day.
That's so cool.
You see those earplugs there? I
Yeah.
wear those to sleep.
She's so sweet. You clearly know that I have an attraction to, unstable women.
What? No, you? Come on. What?
Yeah. I don't think I've had one significant other that has been, even remotely 90% fine.
Super cool. I love that for you.
My life could be so much easier if I just sat down and worked my trauma out. But
Hey,
no, I prefer other people's issues to thinking about my own.
You give me 6, maybe 7 years, depending on what I fail, and I will freaking weave that trauma out of you, and it'll be our finale. Our finale will be our first therapy session.
I have never let anybody measure my penis because as soon as you put a number to it, you now have an insecurity. Doesn't matter what the number, you could have it doesn't matter what number it says. If I say you have a 12-inch dick, that's too big.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna be like, that's huge. But then some guys are gonna be like, it's a massive cock.
Right.
And they'll
That's
be
a hog.
proud of it. It's a hog.
Yeah.
But for every other situation, you could even say you have the Canadian average penis size, which is 5.4 inches. I think it's lower than that now.
Good for them.
Yeah, so whatever our next generation did that fucked us over, our average dick size is just around 5 inches. Most women say 4 to 5 is ideal because it's
Pleasurable.
not gonna hurt. It's not a lot to work with or hurt, any kind of insertion like that.
Yeah.
But as soon as you put a number to it, I have now a number I can compare to other people. People have a number they can compare to me. They can say, he is this size, so this is how my bias should treat him.
So what I'm recommending is on your way home, you get a container of peach rings.
There's growers, there's showers, and then there's just all around micros.
Right.
It's just, as soon as you put a title or a number to it, it can now be judged how well you use it.
Right.
If I
am I circumcised for sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? I want people to think about my penis as little as absolutely possible.
Oh, that's the complete opposite of me. I want them to know about it, but I don't want numbers attached to it.
Right. You want there to be conversation.
I want
not
there to be
contemplation.
Exactly. I want people to talk about it,
Yeah.
but not essentially, quantify it.
Right. We want no numbers here. We just want discussion. We want boom stats
Because
101.
if
You got
I
it.
am good at using it, that's something that is a positive review.
Right.
Whereas,
You don't want spreadsheets. You want stories.
Exactly. And if I'm bad with it, then I'm like, all right, now that's input. That I can put into a number on my own sheet to be like, I've had this many goods, this many bads. If I carry my tiny little 6-inch hammer, which is not a reference, I literally carry a 6-inch hammer on my person along with my giant, like massive 22-ounce hammer. It's like I can hit the same nail in almost the same amount of time with the same fucking with 2 different hammers.
Yeah.
So like, it's not how big it is. It's literally how you're gonna use it. And then people are gonna take this conversation. They're gonna say, well, if he's trying to argue not telling us his size, it's gotta be small. It's like, what if it is? I have more positive reviews than you do. So fuck you, Chad. And plus, if your dick isn't bigger than your fingers, you still got your fingers. So like,
Hey, you've got tools. You've got trades. You can figure it out.
Speaking of which,
I don't like the sexual attention that comes from the Little Caesars hot and ready pickup window.
wait. What Little Caesars do I have to be going to experience this? Because every Little Caesars pickup window has been some angry, like, butch person just not liking that they're there.
Absolutely. So when I walk in and we make eye contact, I get the message of they want to be anywhere but where they are.
Yeah.
And where they want to be is with me. I'm going to take this hot and ready pizza and you, and we're going to go. I'm going to take you away from this place, and we're going to enjoy this, like, consistent 3 out of 10 pizza.
It's just, it's only good when it's scorching hot.
That's like saying beer is only good when it's ice cold.
I like lukewarm beer.
I know what?
I like lukewarm beverages.
Huh?
I would sit a drink in the sun to warm it up and then drink it.
Okay.
I don't like cold beverages. Cold water, maybe one in the summer, but I prefer warm or room temperature.
So for hydration purposes, I agree. For enjoyment purposes, I think you're not just a monster, but someone who should be put away for life.
Because beer doesn't curdle. So when it's warm, it's just easier to go down and faster.
Why are you worried about curdling?
A lot.
How much milk are you drinking?
When I was 19 and legally able to drink, the first beverage I had was a beer, and the second thing was an Irish car bomb, which is meant to curdle if you don't drink it fast enough.
Irish car bomb.
So Google, what is an Irish car bomb beverage?
According to Wikipedia, an Irish car bomb, Irish slammer, Irish bomb shot, or Dublin drop is a cocktail, similar to a Boilermaker, made by dropping a bomb shot of Irish cream and Irish whiskey into a glass of Irish stout.
And because it's got Irish cream in it and beer,
Yeah.
as soon as it touches it, it starts to curdle.
Oh, God.
So you have to chug the entire thing before, and it's like beer.
My favorite foods have time limits. That's
Was
insane.
death. And I was smaller than I am now, so my stomach was like, well, that's full, and it's curdling. Yeah.
I don't know.
We're too small, guys.
Think about it.
Okay, we'll pause it. We'll stop it.
Yeah.
How much am I going to go through? An hour and 20, that's not bad.
Wow, that's incredible.